In this tutorial, you're going to learn how to use a range of construction and manipulation tools to cut, paste, copy, repeat, duplicate both audio and MIDI events. Look at the Cubase project here. We have the start of a short samba piece using a range of short audio loops. We now need to copy, repeat and duplicate these loops to create a more extended piece of music. Let's start with the pseudo track and select the audio event. We now need to make some copies of this audio event. There are several ways to do this. Let's select the audio event, go to the Edit menu and select Duplicate. This will make one copy of the audio event and paste it directly after the original. We could do this again, Edit menu, Duplicate, and again, and so forth, to keep extending the structure of that track. However, there is a more efficient way to do this. If we select the Agogo track and select the audio event on this track, we go to the Edit menu and we select Repeat command. We can now set up a number of repeats within the count box and click OK. You'll see that automatically Cubase makes numerous copies of the audio event and pastes them one after each other. So if you were working with a short drum loop and you want multiple copies pasted one after each other, the repeat command is a far more efficient way to create this kind of structure. Let's now do the same with the shaker track. Select the audio event, Edit menu, select repeat. And because this audio event is only 2 bars long, we're going to have to set a higher number in the count box, in this case 7. Let's choose the congas now, do the same thing, Edit menu, repeat, 7 copies, click OK. And now we can do the same with the guiro and the kayaksa. Guiro, edit, repeat, this time only 3, OK. And finally the kayaksa. Let's now go to the Edit menu, repeat, and 3 more. So now I have a 16-bar piece of samba music created from loops and samples. Let's have a listen. Let's now imagine we wanted to make some textural changes to our composition, whereby each individual percussion instrument starts one at a time, and gradually they're introduced. We can use the Mute tool to mute individual audio events by clicking on them so they turn a different grey colour. This allows us to create a different texture within our piece of music. For example, we may wish to start with the pseudo playing, then allow the shaker to join in. After that, we could then bring in the kayaksa, then the congas, and finally we could allow the agogo and the guiro to join in. Let's have a listen. If we decide we want to make a change to the textural structure of the piece, we can simply select the Mute tool again and click on one of the audio events to unmute it. This allows us to make very quick changes to the texture and timbres within our composition. The next construction tool we're going to look at allows us to create a fade-in. Let's expand the view of the pseudo track and also extend the horizontal view. If you now use the Object Selection tool to select the first audio event on the pseudo track so that it has a red box around it and the 2 blue triangles within the corners. If you use the mouse now and click into the top left blue triangle and drag it towards the centre of the audio event, you'll notice that the audio waveform changes. This reflects an audio fade-in, where the waveform gradually gets larger and larger towards the middle of the audio event. Let's now hear the pseudo gradually get louder. We could do the same with the shaker now. Have a listen. And if we wanted to create a fade out at the end of our piece of music, let's just simply unmute the instruments, select them all by lassoing them, and now select the top right fade handle in the top audio event and drag it towards the centre of the audio event. You'll notice now that the audio fade is copied to each individual audio event. Let's have a listen from the end of the piece. And you can hear a very even fade out. So those are fade handles, which are used with audio events on the Cubase project window for creating simple fade-ins and fade-outs. Let's now create one new additional audio track. Let's make a mono track and click OK. I'm now going to make a copy of one of the shaker audio events and drag it down onto this new track. I'm going to do this by using the Alt key, or the Option key on my computer keyboard, and dragging the audio event. You can see that when I hold the modifier key, my cursor changes from a normal arrow into the scissors with a square, and that allows me to drag a copy of the audio event from one track to another. I'm now going to set my left and right locators around the entire piece of music. So I'm going to select everything on track 1, I'm going to press P on the computer keyboard, and you'll see that the left and right locators have now been set between bar 1 and bar 17. I can now return to our new track with the copy of the shaker event, and now I'm going to go to the Edit menu and I'm going to select the Fill Loop command. When I do this, you'll see that Cubase instantly makes multiple copies of the 2-bar audio event and fills the loop between the left and right locator points. This is a really useful tool for creating extended drum tracks which make use of short repeated patterns. The final construction tool that we're going to look at requires us to create one more new additional audio track. And now we're going to make another copy of the shaker audio event. And now we're going to copy the audio event and paste it at a different location within the Cubase project. Let's select the audio event, go to the Edit menu, and choose the Copy function. I can now set my cursor on the Cubase transport bar to another position, in this case bar 13, select the track, now go back to the Edit menu, select Paste, and you'll see that Cubase pastes in a copy of that audio event at the position of the project cursor. Cubase provides you with a wide range of construction and manipulation tools that allow you to create extended pieces of music using short audio events.